So today we're working on a BMW 325XI 2004, and the complaint is the wipers are not working properly. I'll show you what they're doing here. Sitting in the vehicle, you can see the wipers are resting up. I've got it on delay right now, so here's low. Oh, that's low. And the wipers travel in the normal travel, and high works, and wash works. So there's low. And then this is the first step of delay. So the wipers go down to the bottom of the window, but then stop at rest, partially elevated. And there's another position here, I'm not sure what that one does. It seems like the delay, that's the third step. Seems like the delay is not working either. Let's wait and see on that position. I don't think the delay feature is working 100% properly either. In this position. I don't think it's a wiper adjustment. Identifix suggests it could be the wiper transmission has slipped due to trying to move heavy loads of snow, which is certainly possible. We've had enough of that lately. But the thing that bugs me is it travels normally through the wipe angle. I'm wondering if it's a switch problem inside the wiper motor, like a park switch. So that should be delay, and it's not working in delay mode. I'm going to let it sit here for a few seconds. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of reading. Okay, so the wiper switch on this thing functions as so. In this position, it's off, but this position down is a momentary wipe as long as you hold it. The first click up puts it in automatic wipe based on rain sensing, so it has a rain sensor in the windshield, so in order for it to activate, it's going to have to sense water on the windshield. So we'll give that a try. And then this is low. As you can see, low works fine. And high, of course, works. But when you put it in that automatic mode, the wipers travel too far before they stop. So I'm not sure if it's a park switch inside the wiper motor, because I can't seem to find anything common. There was some mention of a relay in some plate information I was looking at, but we're going to continue. So I got it in the rain sensing mode, which is delay, but it's automatic, and if we put water on it, obviously the sensor is right beside the rear view mirror there. And you can see that as soon as I spray water in that general vicinity, it reacts to it and wipes, but again, it still stops in the wrong spot on the glass. Well, I had a look at this wiper relay. It's in the left rear corner of the engine bay. It's a unique relay, so I don't have one. I can't just swap in a used one or a different one. It's got looks like 8 pins on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins on it. But it definitely is unique. It's like 2 relays in one. The general module controls the wipers, and I noticed here that there is a wiper rest position switch status on here, right there, and there is a park switch in the wiper motor. So I'm wondering if that's defective and it's not telling the general module that it's at rest where it is, because I think a slipped wiper transmission would throw the wipers out of travel, out of normal travel rate. So I'm going to attempt to scan the general module. Here we are with the Snapon scanner, and ID'd this vehicle, 04 BMW 3 Series E46. And we have engine, tranny, anti-lock brakes, airbag, air conditioning, electronic fuel pump, immobilizer, instrument panel, park distance control, service interval reset, steering angle sensor, tire pressure monitor, wheel alignment, and oil specs. And no body control module or general module or whatever they want to call it. I don't believe it's going to be. No, the instrument cluster is not going to do it. I did remove that relay and physically look at it, so I likely will have fault codes. Internal error light module, CAN bus offline, CAN bus faulty, tank level sensor, CAN bus ASC control unit. Well, I'm going to try another scan tool on here to see if we've got access to that module with a different brand of scan tool. So I got the MaxiSys on here, and it seems to read this vehicle so far. It is equipped with a 16-pin. We're going to go to Diagnosis, Control Units, and that would be body. So I'm looking for heating, air instrument, rain sense. So there's something we didn't have before. Switching center, center console, airbag. This modules that the vehicle could contain, but obviously doesn't. Convertible top, video, telephone, central body electronics. Could be that one. Let's just see what other option we have. Let's go to central body electronics. And read codes. Trunk lid, interior light washer, wipers, blocking, protection, active. Well, let's clear these codes. I could have generated this code by removing that relay. I don't think I did, but erase codes. Yes. Okay. Let's read it, see if the codes are in fact erased. They are. Oh, I didn't want to get out of there. I wanted to see if there was data in there that would live data. I'm looking at live data. Windscreen wiping. Hello, Snapon. This is kind of important if we're trying to fix vehicles that we have access to this information. Well, we have terminal R, wiper switch, position 1. So the wiper switch is in position 1, according to that. I'm going to go turn the wipers on. I can't graph this, or can I? Yes, I can. No, it doesn't allow me to graph. Too bad. No, just digital. Well, I'm going to turn the wipers on and see what they do. Well, no, I'm not sure. Let's do a little bit more reading on this. Looks like my video camera slipped down. So it turns out the wiper switch status is the actual position of the wiper switch, so it's working fine. It's off right now. There's position 1, that's when I hold it down. This is interval, and this is low. Position 1 again, and then position 2. So I'm going to go back to off, and then the potentiometer is the little switch that controls the sensitivity of the rain sensitive wipers. It was at 4 and I'm moving it turning this little dial here. So right now it should be at position 1, 2, 3, 4. But there is no data parameter here that tells me the status of the feedback from that park switch in the wiper motor. So I'm still at a loss as to exactly what's going on here, if it's that park switch, or there's got to be some cases out there of this problem. Okay, so that general module control unit is located behind the glove box. It's up in there, and that wiper park sense signal goes into connector X253, wiper rest position. Looks like it's pin, either pin 10 or pin 45, 1 or 45, I'm not sure which way they go. No, the number is on top, so it's pin 45 in connector X253, and that is that middle connector right in here, this one here on this central module. So we're going to monitor the signal voltage on that wire while the wipers are running, and in theory it should be going 0 and some kind of voltage signal. I would think 5 volts or something, and 0, but it should be changing state every time the wiper goes through a cycle here, because you can see the switch inside the wiper motor. So that's the connector removed from this general module. And pin 45 is this one right in here. You've got to get a magnifying glass to see the numbers on the end of these things. I don't think I can see it with the camera here. Oh yeah, if I stop shaking. So that end is 37, that end is 54, so 45 is this brown wire. So we're going to back pin that brown wire, plug this module back in, and then see with a graphing meter if that changes state. So I got the module plugged back in, and I'm probing pin 45 on the middle connector, which is the park switch sent, and I've got it connected to a good ground. And I've got the key on, and the wiper's in the stopped position now, where they should be. You know, they're not parked properly, but they're stopped on the glass, and we can see we're at about 0.5 volts on the voltmeter here. Now I'm going to run this, so you can see it goes to 12 volts when the wipers are in the run position. On low, you can see the switch is actually working. You can see it going 12 0, 12 0, 12 0. Yet the wipers are not parking in the right spot. Yet if I manually push them down on the window, let's see what it shows. It's not parked there. You can see. So I wonder if the wiper transmission has physically slipped. I went to here because getting at the wiper transmission is not that convenient, so we're going to have to figure that out. But obviously the switch is working, just out of time. So I had manually pushed the wiper arms back down to approximately where they should be sitting, and I removed the cabin filter, probably could use one, and the little compartment, and then the other drip tray, I guess. Now here's what I see. I'm on the way in here, and this wiper shaft is falling apart. I don't know if you can see it in there. Can't really see it with this light. Maybe if I put this like that. You can certainly see it at the top here. Like this wiper transmission is completely shot, so it's going to need at least a wiper transmission, and that looks like a really fun job. Looks like I got to remove the second firewall there to get at it. So we'll continue on. So you remove the access plate between the firewall and the second firewall, There's one bolt in the corner here, another bolt over there in that corner, and then a little plastic clip down here, and then the plate lifts out. The wiper arms need to be pulled off with a puller. I couldn't get them off just by wiggling it, so I used this battery post puller. Two 15/16 nuts here, but this one is rusted and the wiper transmission case is broken, so I'm going to have to try to get that off somehow without I don't really want to sacrifice that nut because I don't think that's going to come with the wiper tranny, but we'll have to see.